We are really excited that you have decided to join us. And first, let me just say hello and let you know that we're one of the leaders in the local online marketing space. And the reason we put this online report together is to help local businesses be able to get new customers. In the last 12 to 18 months, there has been a complete shift in how businesses are marketed. What we want to do is introduce you to a new type of marketing called reputation marketing. We have done some case studies, and in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to take you through the 7 steps to getting 5-star reviews fast. You will see in the 2 case studies how we easily got 16% feedback in 5 days and 11 5-star reviews online in that same amount of time. Getting online reviews is a very powerful marketing strategy. As a matter of fact, in Silicon Valley, in a recent speech, one of the keynote speakers said, "There is nothing more powerful right now in social media than online reviews." It is a powerful influence in how businesses are selected, whether someone's on eBay or on Amazon or going to the movies or perhaps wanting to choose a restaurant, or more importantly, wanting to choose your company over another company when they're looking for your products and services. Now, really quickly, obviously, the results are going to vary depending on the quality of services provided, the uniqueness of the industry, the geographical location, and the relationship with the customer. For example, if you're a restaurant owner, your relationship with the customer isn't going to be as close as, say, a doctor who has a one-on-one time with the patient for 30 or 40 minutes. But generally speaking, this strategy works for any business that wants to follow it. So before we go into the 7 steps, let's talk first about reputation and why it's so important and the big shift that is happening. Everything has changed. Even referral marketing has been dramatically impacted by reputation marketing. Here's an example. Over 350 focus group attendees were asked the question, after being referred to a business, what do you do next? Do you go to the Yellow Pages, perhaps call a friend? Do you call information? Or do you use the phone book? And as you can see, 87% said they go online to find a business. So if you build a really good business and you get a lot of business through referrals, make no mistake about it. Almost 9 out of every 10 people referred to you are going to first check you out online. And this is what they're going to see, because over 80 million Google pages have been merged together with company websites that reveal the reputation of the business to the customer. So if you actually type in your company name and city in Google, here's what you're going to find. Your website will be at the top. Then you'll see 1 or 2 sentences about your business that come directly from the website itself. And then you will see your Google reviews right under it. So what happens if someone sees the 5 Google reviews like this one and yet sees a rating of only 2.5 stars? Now, you could have done the most amazing job, working with your customers, and 99% of all your customers may be completely satisfied with you. But if these 5 people who are unhappy go online and leave poor reviews, then you're going to lose a tremendous amount of business. And this affects all forms of marketing, including pay-per-click and TV advertising. Anything that you do where people are going to be referred to you, they're going to check you out. So you can search for any company name plus their city and see the reputation at the very top by those bright shining stars. And if there aren't any stars, this can be just as bad, because that means you have no reviews. And this is a glaring omission which says this company just is not credible. So, how do online reviews affect a person in making a decision about a business? In other words, how many reviews does a consumer look up before making a decision? Think about this question for a moment. How many reviews do you look at before you make a decision to take the next step to contact that business? And the answer is somewhat shocking. It's 10 reviews. So what if you have no reviews online? Or what if you only have 3 or 4 reviews online? What will happen when that consumer doesn't see enough reviews? And here's the next question. Please think about this right now. because this is critical. And it reflects the big shift that's happened in marketing. And that is trust. How many reviews does a business need before a consumer will trust the business? And what do you think that number is? 6 to 10 reviews. So this is the bottom line. Without 6 5-star reviews, your business just isn't going to be trusted by someone who has never done business with you before. So no matter what type of marketing you do, whether it's pay-per-click or blogging or maybe marketing through your website, or you might even do TV and radio advertising, people still search for you online before they do anything else. And if you don't have enough reviews, especially good reviews, to show them that you are credible, then it could look like maybe you're out of business or that you just have no credibility to the people who want to come try you out and use your business. Here's another focus study that was done. We were curious about the percentage of positive versus negative reviews. In other words, what do respondents typically write? And this is very powerful. We found that anywhere from 50% up to 90% of people will leave positive reviews, and that only a small minority will leave negative reviews. So this is the really cool part about this, because you have a gold mine of people who want to leave positive reviews for you. The issue is that most of us just haven't asked for them to leave the review. So most people are likely to leave a positive review if you simply ask them, would you mind leaving us a review? And if they do that, it is the most incredible thing that can happen to any business. In a recent study done by the University of California in Berkeley, using a sample of 328 restaurants and businesses, they found that they could increase their business by almost 19% by simply increasing their online rating by just a half star. That means that without spending a dime more in marketing, you could increase your business by almost 19%. So think about how much you did in business last year. What if you could increase your revenue by 19% without doing anything else other than getting a half-star improvement in your online rating? This reflects obviously on your reputation, your good customer service, and the great products that you have. Now, I want to reveal to you the 7 steps that we've tested using case studies to show you exactly how to get 5-star reviews fast. Now, step number 1 is pretty obvious, and that's just to create a customer list. Wherever your list is, and it might be in a CRM or a database, you need to identify those customers that you've done business with the last 6 to 12 months. Put them in a file, and then upload and insert them into an email server, which we'll discuss in just a moment. Now, once you have your list, the next step is to write a request review email. And this is a simple email that you are simply setting up to ask your customers if they will leave a review for you. Now, let's discuss the psychology of how to write this email. First, you have to have an introduction that tells them how much you appreciate them as a customer and how much you appreciate if they would leave a review for you online. Then, in the body of the email, you want to put a link for them to leave a review. This email should be no more than 5 to 6 or 7 sentences, and in a moment I'll go over what this link is. But the email must have a link in it to your review site where they can leave a review. Then in closing the email, you simply need to describe your commitment and your mission to serve your customers. And then finally, you always want to have a PS and remind them of how much you would appreciate them leaving a review or giving feedback to you. And of course, put the link in that. Now, you don't want to take them directly online because you might get a bad review if it's someone that didn't have a good experience. So by using this technique, this is a great way to filter the bad reviews and the bad feedback from the good reviews and the good feedback before they actually go online. Now, step 3 is simply create what we call a review capture page. This capture page has a couple of components in it. And one, you're going to ask for their name, email, and phone number. And then second, you're going to ask them for a review and a rating. Now, we've designed these for our customers in our actual case studies, and we've done this where it's worked very, very well. But there are some other services that you could use instead if you wanted to. And one of those is a company called SurveyMonkey, or you might use a Google Doc, or perhaps Survey Gizmo. Or, obviously, you can give us a call, and we'll be glad to spend 20 or 30 minutes with you going over all the details and helping you put this system together. The bottom line is that you need to use a survey of some kind to ask for their name, email, and phone number, and then give them a choice of what type of rating to leave, and also an area where they can write some sort of review of you and your business. And then they can submit that. Now, step number 4 is to write a response email, which actually consists of 2 types of emails. One is a thank you email sequence, because if someone leaves a positive review, you want to thank them. But here's the key. The email needs to ask them to leave the review online. So in the introduction of the thank you email sequence, you're going to tell them how much you appreciate what they've done and thank them for the great review that they left. Then in the body, you're going to ask them if they would mind leaving that review on Google or Yelp or any other directory that you would like to have a review posted on. For example, if you're in the medical industry, it might be on ZocDoc, or if you're in the travel industry, it might be on TripAdvisor. You will then include the direct links to those listings, or your listings actually, on those review sites in this email. So you'll give them 3, no more, no less, and let them choose which of those 3 sites to post it on. Then in the close of the email, it's simply a restatement of your commitment and your mission to serve them. And again, you want to have a PS and state how much you appreciate them and put the 3 links in there for them to choose from. Now, this is critical because the psychology here literally crushes it in getting people to leave reviews online. So once you have set up the thank you email sequence, you will take every single customer that left you a great review, using either your form that you got from us or perhaps a survey form that you used in one of the other companies, and send them an email like the one we just went over. Now, for those people who left a bad review or perhaps something less than favorable, and that's usually 3 stars or less, you will want to send them an apology email. Now, we all love to get great feedback, but that's not always possible. And when that happens, this provides us with an opportunity to really take a look at what we're doing and see how it can be improved. But there's also a psychological profile that you can use to turn those bad reviews into 5-star reviews. We've done the research. We know exactly what to say, what to send to a person who leaves a negative review in order to turn that bad review into a stellar 5-star review. And the first step in turning everything around is to make sure the introduction in this apology email has an apology in it, and that you take full responsibility for the problem or the issue that they had and let them know that you want to solve it. In the body of the email, you want to ask them to expound on the issue. What went wrong? And what you will do is take your system, either the one we created or the one you're using, and create another review page, just like the feedback review page before. But this will be an apology page. And you're going to ask 3 simple questions. What did we do wrong? How can we do it better? And what else can we do to make it right? So think about that. We're telling them we want to know what we did wrong, how can we do it better, and what else can we do to make it right. So when you give them the link to this document that asks for their name, email, and phone number, and these 3 simple questions, they're going to love you. Because the first step psychologically for anyone ever having a bad experience with a company is for them just to be heard and to know that you care. Now, there's 2 more steps, but this is the first one you will take that will literally turn every bad situation into a great 5-star experience, and they'll actually refer you business. Now, in the close to the email, you simply want to state your commitment and your mission to them about service and that you care. Then again, add a PS and restate your apology along with a link where they can expound on their experience so that you can make it right. Now, that's step 4. Let's go on to step 5. And this involves building an email server so that you can send these emails out. Now, you can set up an email server typically with a cost between $500 and $750, but there are other ways that you can actually get an email server with some very inexpensive services that's sort of putting it together in an ad hoc fashion. And these include GetResponse, iContact, MailChimp, and Constant Contact. Their prices range from $67 up to $99 per month. You can actually take your list, import it into their service, then send out that request form, and then when you get the responses, you filter or segment them into the positive reviews and the negative reviews. Then you can send the thank you emails to those who left a good review and the apology emails to those who left a less than favorable review. So it will take a little time to put together, but it is so well worth it because this is very powerful and it works. Now, step 6 is simply sending out 50 emails. And you may ask, why only 50? Why not email the whole list? Well, the reason is because you want to test them. When you send out the first 50 emails, this is going to give you a response rate. This is what we refer to as the control. And by control, I'm referring to the number of people who open the emails, the number who click the link, and those who leave you feedback. So using this control information, you can then go back in your subsequent campaigns and make adjustments to the emails to make sure that you're getting your message in an even clearer manner, to make sure that they realize that you really want their feedback and that you really do care. This will allow you to improve your percentages in both the open rate of the emails as well as the feedback that you get back. So the first email campaign is always just a test. In marketing, we are always testing and split testing, and we're comparing all other campaigns to the first one, which is the control, which is the plumb line. Our goal is to always get better results than the control. So this is why you only send out 50. So no matter how big your list is, you don't want to send out 100 or 200 or 1,000. And if possible, you want to segment your list, and the first 50 should be the most recent ones that you've done business with. Now, step 7. This is simply looking at and reviewing the analytics of the campaigns compared to the first 50 that you sent out. You want to compare the results to see if you're getting any improvement in the open rates and the reviews that you're getting back. Now, let me show you the case study results that we achieved when using this exact formula. We found that when we sent 50 emails, 8 of them gave us feedback, which is 16%. 57% opened the emails, 20% clicked the link, and as I said, 8 of them, which is 16%, left actual reviews and gave us feedback. So you can see from the results that this is proof positive that you can get reviews. Here's another case study that we did over a 5-day period in which we got 5-star reviews on Google and on Yelp. Now, we didn't get just 1 or 2 reviews. We got 9 5-star reviews on Google and 2 5-star reviews on Yelp, just by filtering the really good reviews and asking them to leave their reviews on Google or Yelp by clicking those links that we put in the email. So you can see these 7 steps, which are very simple, got 5-star reviews in 5 days, and it can do the same thing for your business. So how can we help? Well, first, we're helping by hopefully educating you on this huge shift in the marketplace and how you can take advantage of it if you have the right strategy in place for your business. Second, if you would like to get more information, such as this video report, then get in touch with us. We issue a report about online marketing usually every 6 to 8 weeks. So if we can help you out in any way, just let us know. Here's our contact phone number, or you can visit our website, which you see on the screen. We appreciate you showing up and watching this report about how you can take your business to the next level by leveraging the power of building a 5-star reputation online. Thanks for listening, and if there is anything we can do, don't hesitate to contact us.